Welcome, everyone, to the Ejected Podcast. We're here with Dennis, Brian, and Rich. We're ready to get going today, but first things first, we are on another platform, ladies and gents. We are on Acast. It's a local podcasting platform. You can get it on acast.com, and then in that forum, you can change it over to the podcast app that comes with your iPhone. Pretty cool. I'm going to leave a tutorial, should be on the screen right now, about how to do that.
You made it pretty simple.
Yeah. But it's a little complicated, but we're new, so leave us alone. First things first, let's get into it. Or I guess second, the ejection seat. I will take the liberty of going first. Mine's
your honor.
Mine's fairly simple. I'm going to throw the Celtics into the fire. Totally sold the bag. If I should say so myself. Played the Bucks. Expected the Celtics to win. I believe I had them winning in the series, and they just did not. They didn't do well. They got destroyed. Supposedly the best defensive team in the league. Not just by me saying it. I'm talking about everybody saying it. So that's all I got from my seat. If anyone else wants to go, they shouldn't have lost.
I mean, they shouldn't have lost, but it's only game one.
Right.
Yeah. But wasn't it at home in Boston?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible to lose.
They got smacked right in the mouth.
It's a tough place to win in the Garden.
The TD Garden. Yeah. My ejected seat, I'll start off, or secondarily, I'll start off with... it's actually the Italian men's soccer team, or Calcio as they call it in Italy. They've missed 2 straight World Cups now. No one's talking about it. I mean, it happened a month ago. They lost to North Macedonia, formerly known as the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. But anyways, it's a country of, I believe, less than 3 million people. And,
Yikes.
Italy has 10 to 15 times their population, and lost to them in like the last qualifying match that they had for getting in the playoff for UEFA. I think it might be 9, somewhere between 9 and 13 teams that make it from just Europe alone in the World Cup. And Italy, who won the Euro 9 months ago, misses their second straight World Cup, and no one's really talking about it. No one's putting them on blast. That's fucking just a choke, man. Like, Italy.
Brian making the choking gesture here.
Yeah, usually you see that from the U.S. every now and again. We expect that.
Yeah.
They've struggled.
But we've made it. We've surprisingly made it this year.
We did make it this year. But yeah, Italy. That's...
In our tough group with, Iran, England, us, and I'm trying to think of the other team, but it'll happen. World Cup starts, in November in Qatar. Very corrupt business going on behind that. I think it was Sepp Blatter, the former FIFA president, was like taking bribes from Qatari like oil dudes, and that's how they got the World Cup. They built 9 brand new billion-dollar stadiums, and they weren't even supposed to really have this World Cup, but they're going through with it because it's been planned for like 12 years.
That seems like that happens with every team or every country that's awarded the World Cup. There's always money involved.
There's a bribe
behind the scenes.
What's the king of sports?
Hey, in 2028, we're hosting it.
Are we?
It's USA, Canada, Mexico joint bid, 2028.
So where's it being held?
I'm sorry, it will be
North America?
2026. It'll be held in like Canada, US, Mexico,
North America.
Yeah, North America. You'll have Azteca in Mexico City. You'll have Toronto FC Stadium, BMO Field.
Maybe even a game at Allegiant Stadium.
Yeah, there might, and I don't think so. I think it's gonna be at like MetLife Stadium and not Allegiant. Maybe though, it could. I mean,
I could see Jerry Jones.
Can we hold that many people?
I could see Jerry Jones having
Hard Rock Stadium. Hard Rock Stadium's definitely gonna have capacity, and when the World Cup happens, they're definitely having it there. And Orlando, Camping World Stadium, formerly known as the Orange Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think so. Yeah.
I didn't think we could like hold that many. I thought all of our stadiums just couldn't hold that many people.
What do you mean? All right, let me.
Like, I know there's some in this country that can hold like 80,000.
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
1994, the United States had the World Cup, and I don't know if you know this.
Chicago.
That was the highest attended World Cup of all time.
Oh, I didn't know.
Our stadiums are up with the top in the world. Because college stadiums, like the Big House, they filled like 120,000 people
Ohio
for the World
State,
Cup.
Michigan, even Happy Valley with Penn State.
It was like a soccer honeymoon, I guess, for America.
LA Coliseum.
Because I look at all the other World Cups that they've had, and it just looks like so many more people than what they have in football and everything.
Yeah.
And it just seems like that those stadiums hold hundreds of thousands of people.
They come close. American stadiums somewhat come close to the biggest stadiums in the world. But the biggest stadium in the world is actually in Pyongyang, North Korea. I believe it holds over 250,000 people.
Not having it there.
Yeah, it holds over 250,000 people. And it's mainly used for, like, propaganda shows. And everyone has, like, you know how they do tifos in soccer and they'll all hold up a sheet?
I don't.
Like, all right, so they'll make, like, a giant picture. But they have, like, hundreds of these cards.
Okay.
And it's well coordinated, and it's all like for the supreme leader of North Korea.
I know what you're talking
It is insane. It's called Mayday Parade Stadium, I believe. Insane.
Interesting.
Sorry.
On to your...
Continue. Sorry for taking up the mic so long, guys.
No, absolutely. So, my ejected seat could be easy to go with Doc Rivers for leaving Embiid out there with a 20-plus point lead with under 4 minutes.
I like to think that... Oh, okay.
But that's fine. I mean, we'll let... Doc has enough to worry about. We'll let him slide.
Yeah.
My ejected seat goes to the skipper of the Philadelphia Phillies, Joe Girardi. Now, we played this clip last week. Remember? Kyle Schwarber getting ejected on that called third strike, and he flips out, slams his bat with Angel Hernandez, who was on my ejected seat last week. Schwarber got ejected. Usually the manager comes out and sticks up for his players. Joe Girardi did not last week. All right, that's fine. Last night, we all know baseball. So things got intensified late in the game. Some batters for the Mets were hit. And the Mets don't like getting hit because they're a bunch of pussies. Thank you. Warnings were issued to both benches.
Warnings.
The umpires came out. They said, look, warning for the Phillies, warning for the Mets. All right. So nobody else can get hit. No batter can get hit without being ejected, in theory. The very next batter, Alec Boehm, on a 1-2 count, gets drilled by a 96-mile-per-hour fastball in the back. Boehm slams his bat down, and then you just hear crickets from the umpires, and more importantly, Joe Girardi. You're going to lose that locker room, Holmes. You don't stick up for your team. You don't stick up for your players. You don't come out there and argue. Nobody was ejected after both benches were warned. All right? That's absurd. Nobody said anything. I've never seen that happen in all my years of watching baseball, where both benches get warned, and not so much the next person, but anybody else gets hit. But it was the very next batter that got hit straight in the back with the fastball. It was intentional. It's my opinion, but it's a fact. It was intentional.
Yeah, I will attest. I seen that game too. I watched them give the warning and then immediately got drilled. You're going
to be looking through your fucking binder of analytics. Oh,
I've never seen a warning be given.
What's the next batter? Joe Girardi, get off your ass, man. Stick up for your team. There's a reason they're 500 right now. Yeah. There's a reason they're a game below 500 right now. It's absurd, and you're going to lose that locker room. You're on my ejected seat. Act right.
While we wait for our phone call, I don't think we have the time to go through our top 5 yet before the phone call hits. So we're going to move to a quick little debate topic, all right? While we wait on our phone call, that's should penalty shootouts be decided to win games? Okay? Me personally, I disagree. I don't think it's cool, okay?
Are you talking regular season or playoffs?
I'm talking regular season. Playoffs, I do understand, because you have more than one game to redeem yourself. Mm-hmm. And I get the fact that, like, yeah, you tied. You should have won, but you didn't, so this is what has to happen. But I don't like it. I like overtime until there's a winner. And that's how I feel.
Hockey, I agree. Soccer, I agree.
Hockey, I like how they
I like the 4-on-4.
Now, believe me, I love seeing a shootout. Okay, I used to go to the Bears games, and my mom used to get mad at me because I used to like pray for the other team to score a goal, so I would see a shootout. Reckon I was a little younger, all right, but I used to just prayers up because I had like never seen one, and I'd always wanted to see one. I'd gone to so many games. It just never got there.
It's weird in hockey and it's weird in soccer because that's not the sport you're playing. It's like, a one-on-one breakaway, and same with soccer.
Right.
It's not. I love the 4-on-4 they did with hockey a few years back.
I agree.
It opens up the ice. There's a lot more space. I enjoy that. I like tinkering with the rules in that aspect. I don't like them going one-on-one against the goalie. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
NFL, I think each team should be able to possess the ball once and then go from there.
Like college.
Yes.
Similar.
And I don't even mind the college rule where they
College
start.
cool.
College rule, if you're familiar with this, Rich, they start at the opponent's 25-yard line.
Didn't know that.
And you go from there. Mm-hmm. So,
Okay.
So you got 25 yards to work with. You can get a touchdown, or you can try that. You get a set of 4 downs.
Yep.
Maybe you go for the field goal. Maybe you gamble. I wouldn't mind if the NFL did that.
I've seen college games go to like 11 overtimes.
Yeah, we saw the one this past year. I forget what team it was.
I think it was maybe Texas Tech.
No, it's Penn State.
Penn State.
Penn
yeah,
State.
yeah.
And I want to say almost Penn State Northwestern, if I'm correct. They went to almost like 8 overtimes from starting the ball.
And that's how I like it to be.
It kept the game going.
There was one that went over. It was like 11 or 12 overtimes, I believe, but it involved Texas Tech. I don't think you were. I think you were home, but you weren't. You were taking a nap or something, and I was like going crazy about this game because I was the only one there witnessing it. I'm like, I've never seen 10 overtimes.
Well, no, here's the thing, Rich. I was taking a nap, and then I heard Dennis getting all hyped over this 11 overtime game. Or what it was. So much for the nap.
Yeah.
How do you, while we're on the subject of overtimes, how do you feel about the runner in baseball, the runner starting on second?
The zombie runner. I hate it.
I don't really know how.
It's not baseball anymore.
But I don't like
that.
it.
It's not.
That's a base hit out there.
I wouldn't say I hate it.
I don't like it.
I'm kind of impartial right now because I do like the strategy. Bunt the runner over to third, but then now do you walk the next batter to set up the double play? Now you got runners at the corners with 1 out.
Choose one: pitch clock or zombie runner.
I love the pitch clock.
I'm keeping the pitch clock. Zombie runner can go to hell.
Yeah, all right. If I had to choose one, it's the pitch clock because I
game's gonna go by fast, quick with the pitch clock, no matter what. So screw the zombie runner.
I wasn't sure about the pitch clock at first when I first heard about it, but you know what? After seeing it implemented,
I think we bashed it.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, hung up right away.
Why is he hanging up on? Oh,
hey, there he is. Howdy do.
Hello, Governor.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, Guary.
Yeah.
And it's him.
All right, so this is Guary. I'm hearing we've had Guary on.
We've had Guary on before. Remember when Guary lost before?
I do, yeah.
Twice.
Oh, twice. At least he's honest about
Third
it.
time's the charm.
I believe I'm 0 for 10. No, I've got
no. You got one right. Can we? You would like this, Guary? You would like this question because we just brought it up as a debate. The rules of overtime. Rich posed a question to him that we were just talking about.
About the baseball or about
or even just hockey,
right.
or even hockey in general. The overtime rules, the shootout.
Should penalty shootouts be decided to win games?
Like you mean like a penalty shot or a shootout?
Like overtime, like in hockey, they do the 1-on-1
or soccer.
No, a shootout should not finish a game. In the regular season, it's okay, but no, it should not be.
Oh, see, I'm on the other end for the.
Wait.
I think it's decent in the playoffs.
No, it's not.
You have more than one game.
It's not in the playoffs.
No shootouts in the playoffs, Rich. No.
No, absolutely not.
No, regular season.
They play another full
Honestly,
period.
I don't like it in any game at all.
Okay,
but if I had to pick one, I think the playoffs is a little more because you have more than one game to redeem yourself.
Yeah, but no, you want the actual sport being played.
But if I see
the logic.
Yeah, but if I had to pick, I would say every time no. All right, but let's get into roast the host. I do want to mention that the hosts are 5-0.
Wait,
so
I
good
thought
luck.
it was. Is it 5-0 now?
So whatever. Are we
We are
including?
5-0.
What's up, Dennis?
We're 5-0.
Yo, what's up, Gordon?
I'm 3-0.
How you doing, brother?
I'm 3-0. Brian's 1-0, and
Chilling, man.
our ex-podcaster Sonny is 1-0.
That's right. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. So you won 3 times already, man?
I did.
I'll set my
Quit
timer,
hogging it, man. You guys just picking me.
All right. So here's the thing. So 90 seconds.
90 seconds. Okay.
90. Yes.
90.
Okay. I gotcha.
Do I have to? I'm going to leave.
All right. Yeah. Get out.
All right.
All right, Gary will go first.
Gary, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette, buddy.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Smoke
All right,
one
all
for
right.
me.
See you guys later.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, those are easy questions, man.
What? All right.
All right.
Here we go. All right. We will start the timer after the first question has
Yes.
been asked. All right. So here we go. First question of the day in the NHL. What team has the most Stanley Cup wins in the last 30 years? Is it A, the Montreal Canadiens, B, Tampa Bay Lightning, C, the Pittsburgh Penguins, or D, the New Jersey Devils?
I am going to go in the last 30 years.
Yes.
Oh, shit. I'm going to say the Penguins.
Got it. We want to know.
Very nice.
Next question. Which of the below teams has never had a player named MVP in baseball? Baltimore Orioles, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Miami Marlins, or the New York Mets?
Oof. MVP.
1 minute.
I'm gonna go for the Marlins.
That is incorrect. NFL, in 2012, the Giants and the Jets shared a stadium. Name that stadium. Is it FedEx Field, AT&T Stadium, M&T Bank Stadium, or MetLife Stadium?
MetLife.
That is correct. Here to the next question in soccer. What team has the most World Cups? Is it Brazil, Italy, Germany, or Argentina?
30
I'm gonna
seconds.
say Brazil.
Got
That
it.
is correct. Next question, final question. What country was Steve Nash born in? Is it the United States, Canada, South Africa, or England?
Canada.
Incorrect. And that is time.
Wow.
All right.
So he got. All right. So he got the Penguins. He got the first
Penguins?
question.
He was not born in. He was not born in Canada, really.
He's not born in Canada.
He was born in South Africa.
Insane.
Wow.
Yeah. He
Was he
got.
raised in Canada? I'm assuming.
He got.
He moved when he was 7 years old.
Yeah,
from
I
South
didn't know
Africa.
that.
So he spent
'Cause I know
7 years.
He grew up in British Columbia. I know that.
Right. Yeah.
Went to high
Good
school
fact.
there.
Good fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. It kind of shocked me.
And yeah, I looked it up multiple different sources. All right. So he got the he got the Pittsburgh Penguins. He got one. He got the MetLife Stadium.
Brazil.
And he got Brazil.
So
he didn't get South Africa. All right. So he went.
all right.
I forgot already. 1, 2, 3. You went 3 for 5. All right.
Very nice.
Come on in, Bri.
Brian, come back in. All right, now it's Brian's turn.
Champs here.
All right. We'll see about that because you actually you
got some stiff competition now.
actually need to focus here.
Oh.
Very stiff competition.
You actually need to focus. I'm predicting overtime.
I'm predicting overtime as well.
Where,
yes.
what do you say, brother?
All right.
All right.
All right,
Here we go.
Hold on. Let me set my mic up here. All right, let's focus here.
All right. Timer will start after the first question is asked.
Give me the categories one more time, real
All right.
quick, in order.
NHL, MLB, NFL, soccer, and then NBA.
All right, hold on. Power swig.
Power.
Yep. You hear that tumbler in the background, don't you?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I
Right.
hear it shaking.
First question, NHL. What team has the most Stanley Cup wins in the last 30 years? Is it the Montreal Canadiens, Tampa Bay Lightning, Pittsburgh Penguins, or New Jersey Devils?
Pittsburgh Penguins.
Got it. Next question. MLB. Which of the below teams has never had a player named MVP? Is it the Baltimore Orioles, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Miami Marlins, or the New York Mets?
Miami Marlins.
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Next question. NFL. In 2012, the Giants and the Jets shared a stadium. Name that stadium. Is it FedEx?
Meadowlands.
Is it FedEx Field, AT&T Stadium, M&T Bank Stadium,
1 minute.
or MetLife Stadium?
A MetLife Stadium.
That is correct.
Oof.
Soccer here. What team has the most World Cups? Is it Brazil, Germany, Argentina, or the United
Brazil.
States? Correct. Last question. What country was Steve Nash born in? Is it the United States, Canada, South Africa,
Canada.
or England? That is incorrect. You should have waited.
That's fine.
To hear them all.
What is it?
You should remember that last one.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, it's over.
You being
so,
smart
are we tied?
by answering before the question's even given. You got it wrong.
Where the hell's Steve Nash from?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, he moved when he was 7.
Look it up right now.
He moved when he was 7 to Canada.
Seven.
I didn't know.
It's been 7
Nah,
years.
you know I would have got mad. It was originally called the Meadowlands. I'm sure we can all agree on
that's
that.
why. That's why I gave
called
it.
the Meadowlands.
That's why I gave it to you.
But it's
again.
just
Play by
a
the rules,
corporate
Sonny.
sponsorship.
All right, that's why I gave it to you.
All right.
because I was all right. So wait, he got which ones did he get? He got the Penguins.
Yeah, you got 3. So
That
we're
was a
tied.
tie.
So we're tied.
We got to go to overtime.
The New York Mets have never had a player
I
named
know.
MVP.
Who was Miami Marlins guy?
They had one. Let me look.
Oh yeah.
Do the Marlins?
Oh yeah.
Let's find out.
We got a
Because you both said the Marlins. I didn't look up this.
Yeah, we
that
both.
wasn't my question.
Yo, Rich.
It was my question.
Yo, Rich. It wasn't. If anything, it was either
Marlins, I
Miguel
think-
Cabrera or Josh Beckett. But Josh Beckett won the World Series MVP.
Probably Miguel Cabrera.
I don't think Miguel Cabrera
Maybe
won
not.
the MVP.
I don't. Not with them.
So technically,
I don't know how to say this guy's name, but it's right here.
John Carlos Stanton. What year? Oh, all right.
2017.
yeah.
I know how to say his name.
I don't even know who that is.
All right. Yeah.
You don't know.
Stanton.
No.
What?
You didn't even know that he got MVP. I don't.
You don't know Jan Carlos Stanton.
No, I don't.
It used to be Mike Stanton.
No, I don't.
Do me a favor.
Did you work with the?
That is the man who
I work with the
hits
Marlins.
the baseball
But you
harder
know,
than
but
anyone.
in your defense, Guary and I both got that one
You
wrong.
got it wrong. All right.
All right. I'm gonna step back outside.
All right. We have a few extra credit
All right.
questions.
I'm gonna step
All right.
outside.
All right.
Hold on.
How much time do I give him for the extra?
We're not doing
No
time.
time.
'cause
No
it's
time.
one-
Yeah.
All right.
Answer.
It's only a few questions.
Which one should I do? Which one are you thinking?
Hold on.
Yeah, come over here real quick.
Check it out.
We got this one. We got this one, and we got this one.
All right. Why not do all 3?
Let's do all three. Best of 3. All right, and then look up some more in case we need it.
Okay.
All right. So, Guary, are you ready? You're not timed, so you may take your time with this.
All right, sounds good.
All right. First question is NHL. Patrick Kane is a star on the Chicago Blackhawks. What number does he wear? Is it 42, 88, 22, or 8?
88.
Got it. Next question, the NBA. Which of these NBA players has no tattoos? Is it Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, or Kyrie Irving?
I'm going to say Jimmy Butler.
It is Jimmy Butler, correct. Last question, this is not multiple choice, where did the Clippers play before California? It's NBA.
Ooh.
This is a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know my basketball too well.
I'm gonna give you multiple choice because this is
Here. Ready? I'll give it 4 cities: Rochester, Cleveland, Buffalo, or Syracuse.
I'm going to say Buffalo.
Correct.
3 for 3.
3
Unbelievable.
for 3. Unbelievable.
Come
And
on
I
in,
got
Brian.
another question in
Yikes.
case you guys tie again.
This might be it.
This is the most insane roast the host.
Brian, I'm gonna tell you how he did, Brian.
No, you don't have to.
You don't want me to?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to know.
Don't tell.
Okay.
Don't
do
tell.
that shit, man.
I got an extra credit question in case it's a tie.
What's it? Just one question?
3.
It's 3 questions.
doing 3.
We did
All right.
3, so you don't have to keep going back out.
All right.
All right. First question, you're not timed, by the way.
Gotcha.
First question is NHL. Patrick Kane is a star on the Chicago Blackhawks. What number does he wear? Is it 42, 88, 22, or 8?
88.
That is correct. Next question.
I know Guary got that one.
Which of these NBA players has no tattoos? Is it Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, or Kyrie Irving?
Give me that list one more time.
Sure thing. Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, Kobe Bryant, or Kyrie Irving?
Russell Westbrook.
Incorrect.
That is incorrect. And final question, where did the Clippers play before California?
Rochester, Buffalo, Cleveland, or Syracuse?
One more time.
Rochester, Buffalo, Cleveland, or Syracuse?
Syracuse.
Incorrect.
That is incorrect, and you have lost, Brian. You are the first host. 3 for 3
You went 3 for 3. You
Yes.
son of a bitch.
in that outing.
Buffalo was a lucky guess.
Yeah.
He took some time on
struggled
Buffalo.
when he gave multiple choice.
He got the first one 88 right
Yeah, of
correctly.
course.
He got Jimmy Butler has no
clarified you.
tattoos.
Jimmy Butler.
He has a no tattoo policy. Russell Westbrook has one tattoo. It's on his forearm. It's a heartbeat.
Yeah, it says
Is that for
lost.
his friend?
It says
It's
loser
for his
because he
friend.
can't win.
It's for
Yeah, I
his
was gonna
friend.
say,
Who passed
yeah.
away? His best friend. Yeah.
Kyrie's got loads of tattoos, and Kobe has a few tattoos.
You can go to hell, Gary.
Sadly.
Nice
All
win.
right,
Nice win, brother.
That's gonna make us 5-1.
Yeah, shut up, Rich.
That'll
It
make
pains
right.
me to have to
2
do it.
or 1 and 2.
You win some, you lose some. You know.
Pains me to have to do it.
I know. All
a
right,
good
we'll
win. That
bounce
was a
back.
good
Hey,
battle.
look, you can't win them all.
That's right. You can't win them all.
If I could beat someone, I'm glad it was Brian.
I'd say Brian is the most sports intelligent person
Yeah.
here. So
Those were tough questions. They were guesses in the dark. Too.
good job to
Hey,
yourself.
man.
If we want to go over these questions, we said the MetLife Stadium, Brazil, South Africa. Yeah, we won them already. Pitt Penguins.
Here's a bonus question. It doesn't mean anything. Who do we? All right. Guess who won the most Premier League titles? A. Liverpool. B. Arsenal. C. Everton. Or D. Manchester United.
How about E? Eat this dick. Fucking lost, man. Liverpool.
I'd say Manchester.
Manchester United.
He still got the bonus.
20.
Fuck, can we have...
He still got the bonus.
right.
I'm glad I called into that.
Yeah, don't you have work? Don't you have homes?
Gary, we
Turn
appreciate
my day
it.
right around.
We appreciate the
Hey,
time.
man, I'll talk to you later.
I'm sure we'll see you again. And congratulations on
You
the
have a good
W.
one.
Peace out, Gary.
All right.
Talking to you, man.
Peace
Enjoy
out,
that,
homie.
Brian.
Go to hell.
What a performance.
Hang up on him.
What a performance.
I think it...
Wow.
That was crazy. Yeah, but South Africa for Steve
Yeah, that was
Nash.
shocking to me. I was like,
I saw that earlier today. I was like,
That's...
that was weird.
It's horse shit.
all right,
It's from Canada.
let's get in top
Grew
5.
up there.
He grew up in Canada.
British Columbia, yeah.
Not from South Africa. He's from South Africa.
Maybe Surrey.
And it's not even like born.
You
You should have said where was he born. You should have said where was he born.
Well,
I'm
where
just
is he
saying.
from?
And where was he born?
He lived there for 7 years.
Where was he born? So you should.
You both got it wrong, so it did no advantage.
I would have guessed Canada.
Well, if you would have said born, I would. Never mind.
You would have gotten South Africa if I said born.
technically,
It would have made me think.
no
It would have made me
way.
think a little bit.
no
at least
for
you
once
both
today.
guessed the same thing, and you both had the same amount of questions right up till that point. So it would have been either 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, depending on.
And
how
I
you
should have
asked
said the
question.
Mets. I should have said. I was thinking maybe Tom
Yeah, the
Seaver.
Mets. He would have won.
Although he was a pitcher though, and maybe
Yeah, I
Darryl
thought the Mets-
Strawberry. I know Piazza didn't get one.
Jose Reyes was good,
Nah,
but not that good.
No, Jimmy Rollins had him owned.
David Wright was he was good, but he wasn't MVP level. I'm trying to think of any Met. Like,
I'm better than
Got good and might have won Cy Young.
Let's get into our top 5. Our top 5. Okay, would someone like to go first? Because
No.
I went
Sure,
first.
I'll go first.
Right now,
All right.
go home.
So this week, our top 5 busts. All-time American sports right now. Okay? My honorable mentions. Start off, Johnny Flynn for the Minnesota Timberwolves sometime in the 2000s. I want to say 2009, 2008?
Syracuse Orangemen basketball player.
Yes. He was a lottery pick,
Yeah.
and he just never did anything, man. Never. Like, he wasn't like you don't really think about him in Biggest Bust Ever, but people should really mention him more because he was just like a guy who never. He was out of the league within 3 seasons. It's ridiculous. But anyways, other honorable mentions real quick. Darko Milicic, picked between LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony.
I remember that. I know.
The Detroit Pistons, imagine they picked Carmelo Anthony or even Dwayne Wade, you know? Like,
Yeah, that was bad.
dude, that draft is so stacked, and you get
Chris
Darko
Bosh
Milicic.
went before Dwayne Wade too.
Serbian farmer now, Darko Milicic.
How's he doing with
Farmer.
that?
I'm sure he's living a happy life.
He's got some good stories, I'm sure.
I'm sure, but he won a ring with the Pistons in 04.
So Johnny Flynn, your boy there, you're just talking about, but 4 seasons in the NBA, 2009 with the Timberwolves,
09.
Cup of coffee, 11 games played with the Rockets in 2011, and then shipped off to Portland in 2011. Lasted 4 years, 9.2 points per game, 1.9 rebounds, 3.9 assists, and he was drafted. Where was he drafted? 6th overall.
6th overall, yeah.
Lasted 4 years in the league.
Yeah, he was just a very good college player that
It's hard to stay in the league, man.
We might have another caller too, just for
difficult.
The
shits and
last honorable mention I have is Adam Morrison from Gonzaga.
You got to see this video if you bring him up on YouTube.
Yeah.
The crying Jordan meme. Adam Morrison pretty much created this. So
The Bobcats.
played at Gonzaga. You know, he was in the March Madness tournament. Gonzaga always ranked a 1 seed because they play in a shit conference out west.
He cried, yeah.
They lost in the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, and this guy was just, oh man,
Dude, he was bawling. Absolutely, like, the most crying.
He's passionate.
Like, worse than Embiid crying by a mile.
yes,
Passionate
Like,
guy.
you got to see this. It's epic.
Yeah, Adam Morrison, dude, Kobe Bryant was teammates with him on the Lakers, and he actually mooched off him, rode the bench, and won a ring there. I believe maybe 1 or 2, maybe both 09 and 2010. But anyways, dude, Kobe would talk about, like, or other teammates in general on that team. I've seen interviews. I forget who specifically, but they would always talk about how Adam Morrison just stunk. Like, he never had hygiene. And it's like, oh,
There's another caller. I wonder how much shit.
I'll get to my top 5 in a minute if we have another call.
I wonder how much shit Kobe talked on his teammates. I always wondered.
Oh, what do we got here? We got a caller on the air.
I mean, put my headphones.
What? And the caller's not even ready. What is
What do
wrong?
you mean?
What is wrong with our
What
callers
do you
nowadays?
mean I'm not even ready?
We got bad news. Who is this on the air? Is this Jacob Jackson?
I'm back at him again.
Coming at you live. We got bad news.
What's the bad news there, brother?
Roast the Host is now 5-1.
Oh, hey, I mean, it might not have been me, but somebody put y'all in your place.
It was Guare Bear.
Yeah, and
Shut up, Snake.
It was Brian that
Larry,
lost.
let's go. Is that you, Guerrero? Are you beating the host?
No.
Oh man, we went to overtime too. Look here, he had 2 NHL questions. He had one NHL and one.
You
NHL.
got one of the
got the
NHL
NHL
questions.
question.
Yeah, because you get. I know you're giving Guerry friggin' NHL questions, and it's it's stupid. It's stupid.
It's
He got
Guerry.
lucky
What's
on the
wrong with
NBA.
you?
What's wrong with you? He said.
I don't know,
Speaking
man.
of overtime, though, how about the game that's about to happen tonight? Game 1, Sixers beat.
I'm glad you called
Get him, Rich. I'll sit
because
back.
I am really excited about this one. And you're not gonna. I don't know. You're sitting back. You're not gonna like this. I'm predicting a Sixers win tonight.
So am I.
I hate to break it to you guys, but I'm predicting a 25-point blowout Miami win. I'm sorry.
See,
Really?
and here's why you're wrong is because Strip Club Harden is a different breed.
Okay.
Strip Club Harden does not lose, and I feel like that's fair to say.
When has James Harden really
I
done
don't know
great
about
in the
that.
playoffs?
Strip Club Harden. That's when.
Strip Club Harden
yeah.
got smoked in his second week.
You guys don't have
him
Embiid.
5 games in a row.
You're done.
I'll tell you what. Last time we saw the Heat, we blew them out by 28 without Embiid and without Harden.
That's the regular season.
It is a regular
Is
season.
playoff basketball
You know,
the same as regular season?
Max
basketball?
Strus alone is an X factor enough to beat you
The
guys.
Strus is loose.
Max
Yeah.
Strus alone. Max who?
Here's the thing. Here's my perspective on it. We're definitely not winning 2 games in Miami. I can guarantee that. If there's the Sixers need to come out of Miami with 1 win, otherwise the series is over. If there's ever a game they're going to win, in Miami, it's game 1. You got Lowry out. It's a brand new series. It's game 1. They're going to feel each other out. Look, you put a gun to my head. Do I like the Sixers in the series? No. But
They could put up a fight, though. I'm not totally counting them out, but I'm just predicting that it might be a blowout tonight because Embiid's out. If the mask is back and Embiid's back game 2, you guys have a big chance to
the
win.
mask.
The mask is coming out. He won't be game 2. He's already ruled out for the first 2 games. He might be available for game 3.
That's tough.
The Dark Knight will rise in Philly.
Oh, yes.
The Dark Knight.
Yes. I was at the Dark Knight game with the
Really?
LeBron. I was there. I was in Miami.
You were
That
at
was my
the AAA.
first NBA game, and I flew out to Miami. I was 12.
That's badass.
My mom came with me. It was awesome. We watched them play Mello.
And they
on
banned
the
that.
Knicks.
They banned that mask, I think, after
that
the
game. It was the
carbon fiber.
only game. Yep. Only game.
Yeah, the
had
only
that.
game he ever.
Then he had a
anybody
clear
wore.
one.
Yeah, the clear one was pretty dope too. But
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see.
like
Tip off 7:30 tonight, if I'm correct.
That's right. I think.
And let's be honest, Joel is way more of a man at the moment than LeBron. Nobody's afraid of that old man.
well, one's in the playoffs, one's not.
This is true.
That's fair.
One sitting watching the playoffs at home.
And Embiid's watching the playoffs at home, actually. So they both are. He's not going to. He's not going to Miami.
He didn't travel?
No, he
won't
did
be
not
on the
travel.
bench.
For once this season, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons have something in common. They're watching the playoffs from home.
Right.
Oh.
And the thing about Harden is, if we hear about him tomorrow, it needs to be a good thing. If it's a bad thing,
It's not gonna be that bad.
Wait,
if we hear about something good tomorrow, it's probably going to be Maxey.
you just took
It's
the words
gonna
right
have-
out of my
it's gonna
mouth.
have to
He
be
has to be the X
Maxey.
factor. Maxey has to be there. Are you dabbing right now, Snake?
I plead the fifth.
Attaboy.
It's a really boring day here at work, guys. I don't know.
You can't call dab, dude. All right, you can, dude. My bad.
But
All I'm
realistically,
saying.
Maxey has to be the guy.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be Maxey.
The Sixers have their work cut out for them in this series.
And he's capable of putting up 40 points.
It's-
I mean,
my-
40's a stretch.
Yeah,
Here's my prediction for you guys.
Talk to me.
If the Heat lose game 1 to the Sixers, we're going to rally back and we're going to come back with a vengeance.
Oh, absolutely.
I think if you guys win game 2, it's yours for the taking.
Oh yeah, if we win
yeah,
game 2,
definitely.
that's chalked up.
The Sixers have to leave Miami with at least one win.
I like that.
Otherwise, the series is over.
And what you said in the car is right. I think if they don't
What did
win
I say in the car?
tonight, game 1 is their best chance at winning.
Absolutely.
But it's a fresh series. Lowry's out.
Lowry's out. I thought
Butler's
Jimmy Butler
iffy.
wasn't feeling
He's
good.
playing tonight. Butler is
Okay.
playing tonight.
And Lowry's out.
Lowry's out.
Okay.
God, that
Is
sucks,
Oladipo's
man,
still there
Embiid.
though, right? Is he playing right now?
Oladipo's playing.
Yeah.
Not
He's,
injured anymore.
he's capable of a game.
PJ Tucker.
Oh, PJ.
Yeah,
The Heat have the better coach. I'm sure we can all agree with
Yeah.
that. The Heat have more depth than the Sixers, and they need. You know what? The Sixers, in order to win tonight, they need to have all hands on deck, and they
They need
need
to shut down Bam.
they need an A
And
plus
they need to
game.
make
They
sure
need an
that
A
we're
plus
not-
game.
Who's
Absolutely.
guarding Bam
From
tonight?
three-point.
A+ game.
Who's
Yeah,
guarding Bam?
it's gonna be. Who do we have back there?
Paul Reed, and we got DeAndre Jordan. And I think it's going to be
Oh,
more.
we do have DeAndre Jordan. I was trying to think. I was like,
DeAndre Jordan. I
I know it's not
Mr.
Andre
Waiver
Drummond.
Wire.
It's like from
Defense.
it's like from winning time right now, because I know you saw that episode. I know Jake saw that episode today.
Oh, great episode.
Freaking great episode.
I didn't see it.
DeAndre Jordan needs to stop acting like friggin' Spencer Haywood, and I'm not accusing him. I'm not accusing him of anything off the court.
I wouldn't go that far.
I know. I'm not. That's why I said it. But what
a vegan, man.
Gentlemen, I gotta
DeAndre Jordan,
depart from the call.
much like Spencer Haywood, DeAndre Jordan needs to man up.
Yeah.
All right,
He needs.
I got to depart from the call, gentlemen. It's been a
You're
pleasure.
good.
It's been a pleasure, Jacob.
go to hell.
Yeah.
All right, peace out, homie.
Fuck you.
We didn't hear him say that.
Fritz Noldelva.
Who the hell was that? Random callers calling in.
All right. Number 5. For my bus. Back again. Kwame Brown.
Ooh,
That's
a
fair.
good one.
I didn't
Number
put that on 'cause
1
I thought you
overall
guys
pick
would have it.
by Michael Jordan's, I believe it was his first year being in management with the Wizards after he retired. And Michael Jordan
That's right.
Michael Jordan really thought this guy was going to be like super. Like he thought he was going to be the next big thing. He tried to mentor him and he had all these mental problems. He ended up getting traded later on to the Lakers somehow. Played with Kobe when Kobe scored 81. And everyone like he got on Twitter a few months ago and said some ridiculous stuff. Like he's like, man, everybody roasts me about not scoring anything for Kobe. He's like, I helped him get that 81 points.
Yeah, they combined for 83.
We combined for 83. I scored 2. And it's like, dude, that was just embarrassing to see on Twitter. People just completely ripped him apart and roasted. I don't think he deserves that. Like, I feel bad for him in a way, but you know, you got to take accountability when you're that big of a number 1 overall bust.
When Michael Jordan says, hey, this guy's going to be good, I'm not going to say no.
Michael Jordan had a last dance. Kwame Brown never had a first dance.
No. Number 4, Anthony Bennett. Another number 1 overall pick. The Cleveland Cavaliers completely wasted. There was like, you could name 10, or you could name that whole entire draft, and every other player is probably better than Anthony Bennett.
Yeah.
Every single other player. The number 1 overall pick for the first time in any draft was worse than every single pick after him.
What school did he go to, Dennis?
UNLV.
Attaboy.
Rebels.
There it is.
Number 3.
He'll be formidable in Roast the Host.
I watched that draft in basketball camp.
Number 3 is an old school. I believe it's 1984. Sam Bowie. Picked between Olajuwon and Michael Jordan. Number 2 overall.
Yeah, there's
he had a
handful.
decent career. He played with the Blazers for a cup of coffee, and he played pretty decent, but he had knee injuries that really limited his career to only, you know, nothing to what Olajuwon and Jordan turned out to be. Not that he's the biggest bust ever, just the draft class is so monumental that it's tough. Just like Darko Milicic, it's like, how the hell do you compare with LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony? How do you compare with Hakeem Olajuwon and Michael Jordan, like right around where you're picked?
Yeah.
Number 2, Danny Goodwin. This guy was selected twice in 1971 and 1975. Little known fact.
Never heard of him.
Baseball player. Played for the Minnesota Twins. He only played 7 minor league seasons, and the reason he was drafted twice, both times at first overall, I don't think he ever made it out of the minors in 7 seasons. Never batted over 279. Horrible. Just terrible. And
so he blew it twice.
Yeah, he blew it twice, but like, I don't even understand. I think he might have got drafted out of high school.
Yeah, high school,
and then
went to college.
And then got drafted number 1.
God.
And never made it to the majors. Anyways, my number 1, last one, Jamarcus Russell.
Oh.
The number 1 overall pick by the Oakland Raiders in 2007 from Ohio State.
LSU.
Or LSU, I'm sorry. LSU. I don't know how I got that confused.
That's all right.
I mean, he's very forgettable. You want to forget about him as a Raiders fan. Trust me. Anyways, Jamarcus Russell. That was the year I became a Raiders fan. I didn't become a Raiders fan because of Jamarcus Russell.
Right.
I was 8 years old. I seen my team in New Jersey. We didn't have a team in New Jersey. We have 2 teams that play there, claim New York. Don't really like that. I chose a team with the most badass colors and the most badass logo, and I stuck with them, just like all my other teams I stick with, of course. But that was the only team I really chose based off of looks alone. I know it's interesting probably to some people, but I'm really glad I joined the Raider Nation when I did. I've met so many cool fans.
You stuck by them.
I've stuck by them, and I've been through the hard times.
I will
We've
vouch
only made
for
the
that.
playoffs 2 times since I've been a fan in 15 years. 15 years. We've only made the playoffs twice, so you can't call me a fake fan. Anyways,
I concur.
Jamarcus Russell, he was so bad and just so didn't care that Jamarcus Russell, they sent him, you know, the playbook, the play tapes, and they asked him, so you've seen the blitz package? And he's like, yeah, I know about it. There was no such thing called the blitz package.
Claimed he read
He
the playbook.
gained like 100 pounds in about 3 months.
It's a 300-pound quarterback.
300-pound quarterback.
And the big thing about him,
Insane.
Rich, was that he could throw a football from his knees over 70 yards.
Yep.
Now, what time during an NFL game is a quarterback ever going to have to throw from his knees 70
yards.
Okay, I'm very talented.
It just shows off your arm.
It's like the Dwight Howard on his back half-court shot, you know? Like, very impressive, but you can't really shoot a 3, Dwight.
Speaking of Dwight Howard, at number 5, for myself,
hello.
I have placed Dwight Howard in the list.
All right. No,
Maybe a little controversial.
Let's give him the floor real quick, and then we'll get him.
Had a fantastic season, I believe, in 2011 and 12.
2008, he made it to the
Those
finals.
were the only years he had a good season.
He was multiple defensive player of the year.
You are
No. All right.
you are something else. You know that? You are something else.
Fell off. All right. He had. Usually these guys have like a dominant career. Is it safe to say that Dwight Howard is ass right now?
He's old.
Right now, yes. But let me ask you this.
He's been ass since
Let me ask you this.
2012.
Let me ask you.
Good.
Yeah.
Was Carmelo Anthony a bust?
He's a leading scorer.
Dwight Howard had arguably...
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, all right, move on to your number
ass.
4.
Yeah.
Thank you. Move on to your number 4.
All right. You know what?
You're something else. You know that? You're really something else.
Since the reaction was so not where I thought it was.
All right, yeah.
I'll
Move
throw
along.
him in the honorable mention, and I'll put Zion Williamson at my number 5. Because man is 300 pounds and
I can understand
hasn't played a game.
Yes,
hasn't played a game yet. His NBA debut game, I watched it. He had like
incredible.
4 threes, but they were all wide open.
Yeah,
but
potential's there.
He had a good
Impressive.
game. He had a
It was
good game.
impressive.
He's like 290 or something, and he's just not.
he's still doing like windmill dunks, but he's not playing.
That's
Like,
a
he's
better
not
number
playing.
5.
he's doing like
I don't think the Pelicans let him play,
No, they don't.
even though he said he was ready. But
Right.
It's a very strange situation.
I think they want him to lose weight first. But
blame him.
number 4, I have Doc Ellis from the 70s. All right, and I have him in here for an odd reason. All right,
No, I know the reason.
pitched a no-hitter on June 12th while on LSD.
Yes. Now,
I know about that guy.
Now,
yeah.
how is that a bust?
Well, that can't possibly be legal.
Oh, it's illegal or not?
That's very impressive.
That is impressive. He had a lot of walks doing that game. Yeah, I think he had 6 or 7 walks.
Why are you on LSD in a baseball
What
game?
year was this? Like 90? It was like
1970. 1970.
Okay. It was 70.
All right, number 3, I got Markelle Fultz.
Oh, good
All
one.
right, he's just I don't like him.
Now we like this.
Not
Yeah,
good.
enough said. You don't even need to explain yourself
Exactly.
for that
All right,
one.
number 2. All right, I could go on here all day and talk about bad role models in sports, but I feel like this one takes the cake
Are you talking about me?
because at number 2, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh my god.
Just got to be the worst role model
That's a good one.
in all of sports.
Oh my god, not to interrupt you, but
Killed somebody.
that team needs the best 30 for 30 of all time. The Florida Gators, you got Aaron Hernandez, Tim Tebow, God's child, Percy Harvin. That team was stacked, man.
Oh, yeah. And
That team was insane.
Maybe if you didn't go,
a lot of criminal charges on that team.
A lot of criminal charges,
Good on
and
the
you
list.
had one pastor saint.
A couple of the offensive linemen, too.
Tebow.
I know you. I don't think these guys got in any legal trouble at all, but they were badass in a good way. The Pouncey brothers, Maurice and Marquise. But yeah.
and at my number 1, okay, I think you guys are gonna like this one. I don't have a name for you, all right, but the Reds announcer, all right, I'm gonna
Tom Brenneman. Yep.
I'm gonna give you a quote here. I'm so sorry to anyone that I've offended. I pride myself as a man of faith, as there is a drive in a deep left field by Nick Castellanos. It will be a home run.
It was the most unenthusiastic home run call I have ever heard.
Don't you worry about it,
Oh,
because I've prepared a clip.
I made a comment earlier tonight that I guess went out over the air that I am deeply ashamed of. If I have hurt anyone out there, I can't tell you how much I say from the bottom of my heart. I'm so very, very sorry. I pride myself and think of myself as a man of faith.
On the inside pitch.
There's a
That's
drive
right.
in deep left field by Castellanos. It will be a home run.
Home run.
And
so
that'll make it a 4-0 ball game.
Fly
I don't know if
ball.
I'm going to be putting on this
gone.
headset again. I don't know if
He's
it's going
like
to be for the Reds. I don't know if it's going to be from my bosses at Fox. I'm going to apologize for the people who signed my paycheck for the Reds, for Fox Sports Ohio.
I couldn't imagine that ever happening to me.
I've seen that so many times, and it's never. I mean, like at first it was like kind of like shocking and sad, but now it's just like hilarious. Kind of looking back on it.
I say some goofy. I say some goof. That I mean, that's obviously not goofy. That's a friggin' slur right there.
Yeah. Of course.
What's his name?
Tom Brenneman. THOM. I mean,
I was like,
he spells it wrong.
Yeah, I mean that should tell you all you need.
I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah.
He still works for somebody.
So his dad was Marty Brenneman. There may have been a little nepotism there. Tom Brenneman was always a good announcer, I thought. He did the NFL on Fox as well. Very good announcer, and he
was great for years.
He fucked up.
Just like Joe Buck, though. Like, I mean, nepotism isn't really that bad when the guy's actually a good announcer.
Yeah, and I'm a Joe Buck enthusiast. I'm definitely in the minority of that.
I would say I used to hate Joe Buck a lot, but I have a lot of respect for him. No, I have a lot of respect. He would get stale sometimes. It'd be very boring when he's calling certain games that should have more energy sometimes. That's why people argue it, I feel.
Here's what I want out of a broadcaster. You get the player's name right, and you get the friggin' call right. Granted, there will be some mistakes. No slight against John. No slight against John Sterling. Oh. We were talking about this. The Yankees radio announcer. Oh, that ball's a home run. No, it's not. No, it's off the. Look, I mean, I've only been doing this 5 years at the stadium up the road. I've announced a home run call. That wasn't a home run call. You're going to make mistakes, but for the most part, be consistent. Get the names right. Get the call right, and don't be a moron.
Yeah, that in radio is probably the biggest place where you can't say stuff like that.
No.
Like,
because
he had a hot mic on. Tom Brenneman did.
Man, yeah, that was. I can't imagine when he found on the air when he found out that he did that, and he was like. I'm so deep, oh my God, I'd be shitting myself.
I'm sure he was. I'm sure the engineer in the booth probably felt so bad.
Oh my God! I can't believe they let him finish the game.
Horrible.
They didn't let him finish the game.
No, they didn't.
They did not.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
No. So after that apology, he goes. I forget the guy's name. He goes. So and so will be taking over the rest of the broadcast.
Wow,
that's so crazy that they have a fill-in.
And he was Tom Brenneman. I'd put Tom Brenneman at the top of tier 2 in terms of broadcasters.
Yeah, for baseball especially,
and even football.
Even football, he was good for. What did he do? CBS or Fox?
I want to say Fox, but you got guys like Dick Stockton, who I'm sure Dick Stockton was very good back in the day, but he's 80 plus years old. Yeah. He's mailed it in, and this guy can't pronounce a friggin' name to save his life. He butchers names, and it's just not a fun broadcast. You know what I mean? And these guys got to realize that at Fox, CBS, go down the list, FS1. There's younger talent there that actually gives a shit.
Yeah, give other people a chance sometimes.
Like us.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Looking at you, Fox, CBS, NBC.
He's number one
ABC,
on my list.
ESPN.
All right, so... that was
think about it.
Interesting by Tom Brenneman. All right, so my top 5. I got a couple honorable mentions tagging off of you. Sam Bowie picked second in between Olajuwon and Jordan. He's my honorable mention because he actually did have a decent career, but it did not live up to Olajuwon or Jordan for the number 2 pick. 11 points per game in his career, 7.5 rebounds, 2.1 assists. Not terrible, not good enough for the number 2 overall pick in the 84 draft. Other honorable mention, Jalen Reagor, first-round pick by the Eagles. Why do I say that? He's an honorable mention because there's still time left on his career. He's done jack shit so far. He's going to be replaced in the Eagles lineup. The guy can't catch a ball.
Can't catch a cold, yeah.
He's brutal. He's brutal.
Rather him or Aguilar?
Aguilar,
yeah.
Yep.
Easy. That was easy for you, though.
Number 5, tagging off you, Darko Milicic, second overall pick in 03. LeBron, Wade, Melo, Bosh, Kyle Korver, just to name a few players taken in that draft. Darko, 6 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, a hefty 1.3 blocks per game. Why is he still not in the league? Somebody could use him. Darko, you're a bust. Number 4, 1998 NFL draft. Number 1 pick, Peyton Manning by the Indianapolis Colts. Number 2, Ryan Leaf by the San Diego Chargers.
I thought you were about to put Peyton Manning on the list.
No,
I was
God,
like,
no.
what?
I wouldn't even put Eli on that list.
I was like, what?
But they were thinking about taking Leaf over Manning.
A good move by the Colts.
Yeah,
It
they
paid
thanked
off.
God for that one.
Ryan Leaf, some off-the-field troubles. He ended up 3 years in the league with the Chargers, spent a cup of coffee with the Dallas Cowboys, a 4-17 record in his 21 starts in the NFL. His completion percentage, can you guess? Real quick, gun to your head.
18.
No,
36%.
Nah, nope. I'll just say it. 48.4% completion percentage. So he missed on more than 1 out of every 2 throws. Horrible. Number 4, Ryan Leaf.
I figured it was worse.
Sticking with football, number 3, Johnny Football, Mr. Manziel.
Oh, I should have picked Johnny.
Hello,
Yeah,
Johnny
I love
I should have
Manziel.
thought about Johnny.
I loved him in college. This guy was so fun to watch. I remember the game where he beat Alabama with Texas
Yes.
A&M, and he got a little too cocky doing a little bit of this.
I would always I would do that. I'm not gonna lie. I would do that celebration like after I hit a 3-pointer. Sometimes I'll be like,
What are you
it
in
was
the,
fun.
What are you in the NBA over here?
No,
How many
no.
3-pointers are you hitting? Look at this guy over here.
Is that a question?
Jesus Christ! What is that?
I like.
We're gonna record an Ejected Podcast hoop session,
Yes.
and you're gonna see my threes. No, I'm just
we should do an Ejected Podcast one-on-one
Yeah,
basketball.
I'll be taking the
game of
crown.
21.
I'll be taking the crown.
Oh.
We should do Ejected Podcast does sports.
Does sports.
You know what I mean?
Yo, I
Send
just
us out there.
not to interrupt you. I
No,
just
you're
thought of
good.
another bust. Honorable mention: Manti Te'o.
Yeah. Well, what about Manti Te'o's girlfriend?
Manti Te'o.
Do you hear that
Yeah,
story
you know
ever,
about
Rich?
the imaginary
The
friend?
imaginary girlfriend. We might actually have a good David Cone story for you next week, former Yankee pitcher. We got to investigate this a little bit.
I gotta investigate that. Yeah.
So Johnny Manziel.
This is a reason I became technically a Browns fan. About a Browns fan.
Really.
Because I don't really follow football,
You
but
spend
if
a
I
lot
had
of time
to,
on the toilet or what?
If I had to, I like the Cleveland Browns, and I like them because I like Johnny Manziel, and that's where he went. I really liked.
You weren't a Brady
watching
Quinn
him in
fan, or-
college.
Is your
No,
family
just Johnny
family from
Manziel.
Ohio or anything?
No, absolutely nothing.
You never got Nick chubbed up?
No.
No. You see how I did that?
Yeah.
All right. Back to Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
First round pick, 22nd overall. Only spent 2 seasons in the league. I thought he spent more than that.
Yeah.
2 seasons in the league, 14 games,
The CFL.
a 2-6 record, 57% completion percentage, 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Was he part of the 0-16?
No.
No.
Nope. But you expected more out of him because he played
Way
in the
more, yeah.
Yeah.
played at Texas A&M. Knocked
was
off,
good.
Yeah, the talent was there.
He was just too small. I remember my friend's
6 foot.
grandfather telling me, he was like, he's a quarterback in college, is not going to last in the NFL. And man, was that prediction ever right?
Yeah, because rarely do Drew Brees is probably one of the few I can think of who's 5'11" or 6 feet that can actually.
How tall is Lamar?
I want to say Lamar's like
Yeah,
6'2" or
6'2".
6'3".
Johnny
Yeah.
Manziel had
He's
the
pretty
rushing
tall, but
yards
he's a
and
good
stuff.
rusher.
Yeah, it was a good
I like
scrambling
those
court.
guys.
Number 2, tagging off you, Anthony Bennett, first overall pick, 4 seasons in the league.
Terrible.
Trying to replace LeBron after he left. 4.4 points per game, 3.1 rebounds per game, and
It's not gonna
0.5
do it,
assist points per half an assist per game.
Yeah.
That's not going to cut it.
No.
Number 1. We're going back to the Philadelphia Eagles here. I know my brother-in-law will really appreciate this, and as the rest of my family members. So, you have a first-round pick. You're probably not looking for someone who's 27 years old with that first-round pick. Danny Watkins out of Baylor. 23rd overall. He lasted 3 years in the league. 3.
How was he 27 when he
27 at
More than
Baylor.
Johnny Manziel. Yeah, it's
many-
weird the eligibility.
How did he have
that works.
eligibility?
So I guess he didn't start his football career until later. I don't think he attended Baylor as much, but I shouldn't say it. But he didn't go to class. No. Enrolled late. Was a big firefighter enthusiast, which is what he did after he left the league. But the Eagles knew this going in. They're like, all right, is this guy really sure about football? No, he was not. This guy was a fucking travesty. 24 games in the league, lasted 3 years. Eagles bailed on him after 2 seasons. They said, here's our first round pick. Let's, no pun intended, let's light it on fire. and take care, comb your hair, Danny Watkins. So where did Danny Watkins end up? No place else than beautiful South Beach. right down here. How many games did he last with the Dolphins? 1.
Oh, wow.
Boom.
What happened?
Dolphins got rid of him. They said, go fight fires. Well, having said that,
We are out of time.
we're out of time.
Until next week.
For Rich Jarbo, Brian Loftus, Dennis Van Fechtman here on the Ejected Podcast. Come back and join us next week. It should be an interesting podcast. I might be able to talk. I might not be able to talk. But we will certainly see. A little surgery going on, but you know what? We're going to make it fun.
Damn right.
Thanks for joining us on the Ejected Podcast.